Yo, my fault. Run that shit back. 2K right now. Let's play one more match. After this match, we on 2K. 30? Doing that. I'm going to use a difference. Yo, go back to game channel real quick. You hear me? Say something.
It's a venue in a city that's seen more NFL history than just about anyone else. Welcome to Lambeau Field in the heart of Green Bay. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And here we go from Lambeau. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return, the Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
No touch, no touch.
A play fake. Now Hurts to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Great. Set. No touch.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down.
Give me. Oh my God.
Defender arrives right
At least
he
dropped
does,
that
and
shit.
the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I love that. No, I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
All right, 0-2 to start the game, and I'm guessing, partner, we're probably going to see a third pass now here. On 3rd down, it's Hurts.
Let's go to read that, bro.
Smith has it. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
It's Hurts once again. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
A gain of 9.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Great. Set. No touch.
Hurts throwing again. Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for 3rd down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
Man. 3rd
and 1. Here's Hurts. This is complete
crazy.
downfield to Smith. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
On anyone yet? No touch.
From the pistol, Hurts. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Damn.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Oh.
And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Yo, halftime we had on 2K.
On
Fuck
the
this
play
shit.
fake, it's Hurts.
Hey.
Hauled in by Goddard, left side.
Oh.
He'll have the first down and even more.
tight ends be
He gets it in.
open,
Touchdown,
bro.
Philadelphia. The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Emmanuel Wilson to return it.
Damn, bro.
Nice effort here. They're going to
Yep,
tackle
been there.
him shy of the 35.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
All you need is a pro pad.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Here we go, set. 60 red. Set, huh?
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. They'll cobble together a yard there. N'Kobe Dean in on the tackle.
34-yard line.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
13 yards.
Offense in the hurry-up here.
And the Packers first down.
Going to the ground again on first. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
4 yards. That's another Packers.
First down, and they go right
What?
back to him.
Where you came
And
from?
he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
Thank you.
Pretty
Shit.
easy call to make. He lined
Bugging.
up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on first down. Running it after the penalty. And he'll pick up
free.
enough to move the chain. Working quickly here.
7-yard gain. That's another
Ready?
Packers.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Thinking touchdown.
Not even who I
here,
wanted to
cannot
pass it.
connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for 2nd and goal. Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter. Love from the gun. And he scores. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers finish off their opening drive. Christian Watson with the touchdown. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green
Now after
Bay.
tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Shipley now to return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll be hoping for a lengthy drive here with where they're starting out. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Hurts now from the gun. He throws a bullet deep to the right. Big game
What?
midfield. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line.
It is crazy.
He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is
I don't know how guard tight ends in this shit,
when you
dude.
throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Intended for
Fairly
just
safe
one
to say
game.
as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
73. Hey! Delta!
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. Completed over the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
What?
He's got Smith again. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Coming to the line, this is first and 10. Hurts yet again. Into traffic, complete. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
Offense is set. This is second and 2.
At the Packers' 14-yard line.
And again, here's Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
For A.J. Brown.
Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind them, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and in zone.
It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles get some late points in the lead. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7.
Packers 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Wilson with a return here. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard
Starting
line.
out trips right here. First and 10.
Here we ready.
Love out of the shotgun. That's caught. Tucker Kraft. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. The Packers trying to hurry to the line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Black Ultra. Red Cycle. Hut.
Love now on first and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to Jari
Bro, I'm
Lewis.
wasting the
Incomplete.
time. I'm gonna fucking
The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10.
Ready.
Back to the air. Love. Kraft has it.
This nigga's
He's gonna
slow,
make it down to the
okay?
6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Set.
Stick it in the air. Love. Brought in. And he's brought down at the line.
Complete to Emmanuel
Now
Wilson.
timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this
At the
half.
6-yard line.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's
Here we
second
go.
and goal.
Hut.
Give to Jacobs from the pistol. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got third and goal.
Made at the 6-yard line.
Timeout taken by the Packers. Their third and final one.
It's now third
Got 3 tight ends out there now. Here's third and goal.
Ready. Smash. Red. 52 blue. Blue striker. Set. Hut.
To the air with Love. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball.
This shit
It's
lagging
all
too.
about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you
2K?